Hey guys, here we are. We're at Hystria, familiar location. That's your exit out. These are your NPCs where you can go to the shop, buy potions, repair. And you can also get here if you go to escape. Escape, it'll send you right here. It won't send you outside the portal of Hystria. So to get to our black shard rotation, just to use a familiar spot, we're going to go down this hill. We're going to pretty much ignore everything on the right. We're going to stick to the left, okay? Stick to the left. Moving through here. Let's not bother this guy. Keep going. Sticking to the left here. We're just gonna keep going down across from the water. Keep moving through, try not to ruin anyone's rotations. You're gonna get to this fork up here. A left side and a right side. Go up through the right side. Someone's here with the tent. Now, this up here is actually a 7 Elton rotation. It's a bit newer, but we're going to skip that. We're going to go past the 7 Elton rotation, and then we are going to go through here, and this time we're going to actually stick to the right. So we're going to keep going through 2 ways, stick to the right here. If you find these steps, you go in the right way. And this is one of the ends of the rotation. So we're just going to go through here so we don't actually ruin the rotation. We've already cleared that side. And this is a safe spot to AFK. Right up here. You can AFK, you can drop your tent at the bottom there, like that person's done. This is the black shadow rotation. It's going to be that room, coming up the stairs, and then as much as you can, clearing on the top floor up here. We'll move over to show the rest of the rotation. Hey guys, so we're starting up the black shadow rotation now. This whole room is going to be used as part of the rotation. So kind of notice how I'm grouping them up while I set up my predator hunt. That 4th jump on predator hunt is actually a 30% crit buff for 10 seconds. So you definitely want to make sure you get that every single pack. It's got like a 20-second cooldown, so just make sure that you have it ready. Right now we're using Villa buff, Exquisite Cron buff, Alchemy Stone, and a Draught. These are pretty much the go-tos just because the energizing Cron meal is actually bugged at the moment. Now in this video, I make a bit less than 570 trash. Now with that said, I'm also only the 263 Kutum bracket, so that 265 bracket is super close and would boost AP by a lot. So I'm at 263 Kutum, 275 Nuver. Both of them are roughly the same clear speed. It's just that the Kutum offers the DP and accuracy, whereas the Nuver offers a bit more AP. Either or are equally as good here. Now, we're going to be going through the rotation, and what's going to end up happening is we're going to get to the top floor, and that's going to be your limit. If you can clear faster, then you're going to do more of what's on the top floor. If you're not clearing as fast, you're going to do less of what's on the top floor. But that's going to be your extension, gauging to as fast as you can clear. Because I'm making 570 trash per 15 minutes, this is just a 15-minute video to show the rotation itself and a little bit about how to group them up properly, how to pre-buff properly, then we're just going to multiply that number by 4, and you're going to be making a solid 2.2k per hour without a loot scroll. So you add a loot scroll, 50%, roughly 3.3k. Now, it's not amazing. I'm not sure where every other Zerker stands at 263 Kutum, but this rotation has black shards up the wahoo because of the fact that there's so many Calquiche that drop here. There's Calquiche on the top floor and bottom floor, and there's just tons of them. There's also a decent amount of Eltons, so I mean, you're going to be getting quite a bit of that. Just make sure to prioritize any Calquiche, Vodkins, Eltons that you see in your packs. You'll notice that here, for example, there's a bunch of Demols. We're kind of just going to skip them and try to get as many of our Calquiche as we can. Vodkin off to the side, we're going to try to make sure that one joins the pack as well. Now, with Zerker's PvE clear speed, you definitely want to make sure that you're doing all your pre-buffs. You're doing your 2 left clicks for your attack speed, you're doing 1 blasting for the skill add-on proc and the crit, you're doing 1 Frenzy Destroyer for your 16 melee AP. If you have the skill points into Predator Hunt, you're going to get that extra 30% crit. Even if you don't get all 4 stomps, even if you stop at 3, you're still looking at 22% crit. So it's still really good. And now, something else that's optional for us as, I guess, lower AP Zerkers, you guys have Titan Step, which is F in your Awakening. That's a 15 DP reduction. So for people that are AP carried and don't need to do that, that's fine. Don't do it. But for the rest of us, that makes mobs just fucking absolutely melt. It's just fitting them all together that you're going to need to practice. What I generally do is start the pack with the Predator Hunt, make sure they're all grouped up, do 2 autos or 2 left clicks, get your attack speed, 1 blasting, get your skill add-on to proc. Then you're going to do Devastation while they're still grouping up if there are any stragglers. That'll help them group up a little bit nicer. Then you can go into a Titan Step, cancel with C swap, and then Frenzy Destroyer into your Rabomb Spin. The Rabomb Spin is always going to be your go-to for clearing the mobs very quickly. Devastation and Rabomb together are just a ton of damage. And of course you can use your cannon, as you saw, to pull mobs that are further away. Zerkers do have that advantage when it comes to pulls, so make sure you get into the habit of using it. As filler damage, you can use your Titan Blow. Again, filler, you're not going to use it too often. If you've got your Q buff active, that'd be the best time to use it, just because it chews up through less time, gets the rest of your skills off cooldown. And then as for Ancient Wave, if you have the AP to clear super fast with it, definitely introduce it into your rotation. However, I like to save it for a couple scenarios where maybe a mob didn't join in the pack right away or didn't join in perfectly. Then you have that extra boost of damage. So as you notice, I'm going through the top room here now. I only do the first 2 packs, so I do this one on the far end in the corner. I'm pretty much ignoring those 4 demos that are at the door by the 2-card Balton. That way I can kind of maximize the amount of Vodkins and Calquiche that I kill without wasting too much time. However, if you are able to clear even faster, I would suggest going further along that right side, not the left side, because you've got more Eltons this direction, and of course more Calquiche in that direction as well. So this is going to be, if you're able to clear fast enough, you're going to get a lot more blackshards going this way, this side rather than the other one. And the rotation is pretty much the same. You're just going to go to each pack, use your cannon to pull anything that's a bit further away, recognize what your max pull limit is, and then do your pre-buffs, and then your Titan Step for a debuff. That Titan Step is huge. It's 15 DP, so make sure to use it if you feel that you're not clearing fast enough. It doesn't have a huge AoE, so you definitely want them to be grouped. Maybe do it like after a fresh devastation when they're all really close by. Don't feel like you have to use it, but definitely reapply it if your pack is still not close to being dead. I will play some music, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the grind. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions, concerns. You can also reach me on my Discord as well as my Twitch. I will put those in the description as well. If you liked the video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe for further content. I do plan on making other grind videos. There doesn't seem to be a lot of content for Berserkers in our kind of AP bracket. Not quite 265, not quite 270. So again, hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Bye.